We're focusing this part of the lesson on exterior angles now. You'll know that the triangle has three interior angles, and the way you get exterior angles is you just take one of the sides and you extend it past. And so if this right here is an exterior angle by extending this side, then if I were to extend this side here, I could get another exterior angle. And if I extended this side here, I would get another exterior angle. And so we're going to focus on a theorem, the exterior angle theorem. It's going to allow us to solve some other problems about different shapes. Okay, we're going to set up the exterior angle sum theorem. And let's take a look. We know that there are 180 degrees in a triangle. And so the interior angles, there's 2, and 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3, we know that that is 180 degrees. And we also know that since 3 and 4 make a straight line, that right there is a straight angle, and that's also 180 degrees. And if I write an equation by substitution, angle 1, I'm going to write it over here. Measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 3. We know that that equals 180. Well, that's the same as angle 3 and angle 4 right here, which are also 180, equals the measure of angle 3 plus the measure of angle 4. And I'm going to subtract out the measure of angle 3. I have one of those on both sides. I'm just going to take them away for right now. And that'll tell you that the measure of angle 4 equals the measure of angle 1 plus the measure of angle 2. If I were to come and look at this, I can say this. The measure of an exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. And that's what the theorem says. Here's a figure. We got a triangle, and you can see that they've drawn all three of the exterior angles for us. We got an exterior angle right here, we got one here, and we got one over here. And since I'm dealing with a triangle, I also know there's 180 degrees in a triangle. 60 plus 40 is 100, and that means that this other angle here, interior angle, has to be 80 degrees. Now, I know that the exterior angles all make straight angles with their interior partner. So if this little guy inside the triangle is 60, this one out here has to be 120 because 60 plus 120 is 180. And if this one here is 40, this here has to be 140 because 140 and 40 make 180. And this one over here has to be 100 to add up to be supplementary with this angle here. Take a look at those three angles. We've got 100 degrees, we got a 120, and we've got a 140. And if I add all that up, it's going to be 360 degrees. And that's one thing that you'll find about any polygon. It doesn't matter if it's a triangle, a square, a rectangle, or any other sided figure. The sum of all the exterior angles will always be 360 degrees. Okay, now we're getting down into some algebra. You can see that we have an exterior angle, which is 145 degrees. And if I was being asked to find this angle right here, which I could call ACB, this right here would be 35 degrees because 35 and 145 would make 180, but we're not being asked to find that. We're being asked to find angle B. Angle B is this angle right here, which is called 5z minus 2. And so we need to figure something out about z, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to find the degrees. But I do know that I have an exterior angle and I have the two remote interior angles, and I know that the measure of an exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two remote interior angles. So it's equal to the sum of 2z plus 5z minus 2, and I'm not going to bother putting it into parentheses, but this right here is one angle, and this right here is the other angle that I'm adding to get to 145. I'm going to do a little bit of algebra here. We're going to combine our terms. We got 7z minus 2 and Gosh, that looks like 7, 2. Let's add 2 to both sides, and let's get out of the z's. 7z equals 147. And if I divide that by 7, I'm going to get z equals 21. Now if z equals 21, that wasn't all the problem. I didn't have an answer to this question. The measure of angle B is 5z minus 2. That's 5 times 21, which is 105. But then take away 2, so that's 103. So the measure of angle B is 103 degrees. Here's another example. They actually only give me one angle in here, the x plus 2, but this right here is a right angle, and that makes it 90 degrees. And so I have 90 degrees and x plus 2. Those are my two remote interior angles. There's my exterior angle. So exterior angle 3x minus 8 equals the sum of the two remote interior angles, 90 plus x plus 2. And I'm going to do something here. I'm going to take away x, and at the same time I'm going to combine my terms on the right hand side. 92, and this is 2x minus 8, so we'll add an 8 and finish this problem off. 2x equals 100, so x equals 50. And if x equals 50, now I can go figure out what I was trying to find. PRS. PRS. They actually want the measure of that exterior angle right there. PRS, which is 3x minus 8, which is 3 times 50, minus 8, which is 150. Take away 8. So the measure of angle PRS is 142 degrees. And that's it.